Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Sip of Reality. Today, I am going to be touching on a few different things. We're going to be talking about the whole situation with Chrisean. We're going to talk about Natalie, and we're going to be talking about Karlissa and Kelly. All right, so first off, I wanted to touch on the whole situation when Chrisean came out and basically said that her sister Tifa had also touched on her as a little girl, and how everyone is basically trying to make it seem like this is something she did out of spite, or this is something that she's doing just because now she feels Tifa is on, all of that. It ticks me off because some of you guys, you just see one little thing and then you run with it. I have been watching Chrisean since she first was on Ultimate Tag. I saw her news interview when she won a track meet or something like that when she was on Fox 9. I mean, I've been watching her for a long time, so I know a lot about her just through watching her through her whole career. One thing I can say about Chrisean is that Chrisean doesn't just come out and mess with people. You have to kind of keep nudging her. And Tasiki had been going live a couple of times before Chrisean even said nothing, and it wasn't just about her going live. It was what she said in the last live that you guys probably didn't pay attention to. She insinuated something towards Chrisean. So you guys need to go back and watch that last live and watch carefully, and not only just pick out what you want to hear. Watch the whole live and listen. That's what made her come out and say that. Okay? Her and her sister's relationship, it has always been a little bit of bad blood there. If you listen to her song, if you listen to the verse where she says, "I watched my sister turn into my enemy," this is nothing new. You guys don't pay attention to that. You just only see what you want to see. And here's the other thing. I feel like a lot of you are jealous people because she's somewhere that you would love to be or not, or you're where you're not. It also sickens me that a lot of you are older women. There's no way that I feel that a lot of you older women should be sitting around dragging this girl and downing her. Especially if you're mothers. If you're a mother or a grandmother, that makes it even worse. Because whenever you step into motherhood, whether you know it or not, you become a mother of all. What I mean by that is, there's no way. So my youngest daughter is 25. So there's no way I can sit here and drag Chrisean and talk about her rather than me saying, let me try to give this girl some advice. Let me try to be an influence. Let me try to be a role model. There's no way I can sit here and drag her. Because I wouldn't want, if my daughter was troubled or, not making good decisions, I wouldn't want nobody out there dragging my daughter or judging my daughter for the things that she do. I'd rather for them to pull her to the side and say, hey, I don't think you're making good decisions, or however they want to bring it to her in a respectful way. But to just be an older woman and just drag this woman, this young girl. She's 23. She's still young. She has a lot of growing to do. She's a first-time mom. None of us was perfect as mothers. I have 4. I've had 5. 3 girls, 2 boys. I wasn't a perfect mom. When I had my first child, I didn't know what I was doing. When I pushed my baby out, a book didn't come out either. So you learn as you go. You grow with your child, and you grow to, become a good mom. But nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. We've all made mistakes. And to sit around and drag this girl and nitpick about every little thing, just like, okay, she took the baby to have surgery. She's been there at the hospital with her baby since her baby had surgery. Okay, now you guys want to drag her about, oh, she went to New York. There's no way I would have left my baby. She went to New York and was back at the hospital the next morning. So it's not like she was just gone for days. And how do you guys know that her sister didn't stay at the hospital? Her sister has been there with her since she's been at the hospital. Her sister-in-law has been there at the hospital since he's had surgery. First of all, when a child is in the hospital, even the doctors will tell you, why don't you go home and get some rest? You can come back in the morning. So that's no different. Whatever she did when she left, it was when she left. She's been with her baby since the day he was born. She has not left that child anywhere. So her taking that little break wasn't harming anything. I also seen another blog all about the tea that made a comment about the way she had the baby standing up in the crib. Oh, he's too young for that. He can't even hold his head up. Did it look like his head was wobbling around? No, it didn't. She had her baby secure. It's like you guys find the littlest thing. And it's a lot of you older women. Are you guys jealous because she's in a place that you guys wish you could have been? You know how you get those, because I've had cousins like this. They see, matter of fact, we're going to bump the cousins. We're going to bump it on up to my aunt. I bought my first house at the age of 26. Instead of my aunt saying, congratulations, niece, you did a good job, yada, 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 I'm proud of you. Her question was, how did you get that? And I was confused because I'm like, what do you mean in my mind? Like, well, what do you mean? Am I wrong for having it? Was I not supposed to? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of you older women are sitting back hating on this young lady because she's in a place you guys wish you could have been. And then the other handful of you are just young, dumb goofies that's probably you not know better. Y'all want to criticize and tear her up for every little mistake she makes. But y'all probably sitting at home right now, baby pamper on swole, 3-4 kids running around the house dirty, hair ain't combed, throwing them chicken tenders all damn day in a tablet, ain't giving them no attention, boogers hanging out their nose. I guarantee you the main ones that's talking is in no better shape. No better shape. But you got so much to say. That's what that's what just troubles me about y'all. Chrisean to me is doing a good job. Her baby, she's only been a mother for a month. All of a sudden now I'm tired of hearing people say CPS needs to take her child. Why? First of all, if any of you that is saying that are mothers, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, because as a mother, the scariest thing for a mother is to fear losing her child or children. Nobody would ever want to lose their child, especially to the system. So for you to sit and say that and wish that on somebody as a mother, as being a mother, you're despicable. Because what you should be doing is, if you see another mother and you feels that she may need some guidance, then that's what you should give her. But for you to feel like, oh, that baby needs to be taken, y'all, there hasn't even been a real legit reason why you guys even say this about her. Chrisean has not shown trifling, not in my eyes. What she's shown in my eyes is that she's a first-time mom, she's young, and she still has some growing to do. But I have not seen that her baby is in an unsafe environment. I haven't seen that she's not shown her child love. I actually have seen that she's very protective of her son. So for you guys to sit here and keep trying to drag her, it's just terrible. Like, y'all really pissing me off. That's what's going on. So the whole situation with Tasiki, she hadn't responded to none of her lies until she said that one thing where she insinuated something about her. That's what made her come out. And you guys, y'all, first of all, y'all is on the outside looking in. So you only know what's put out there, and everything that's happening behind the scenes is not being put out there. So you guys should just shut up. If you can't offer any good encouragement, just shut up. You already got Natalie instigating and throwing more gasoline on the fire. Because they're trying to bring this girl down. They jealous. They're very jealous of this girl. And whether you guys like it or not, Tasiki was jealous too. And it didn't just start from baddies. This is something that has been going on. Go do your research. Do your research before you just jump on the bandwagon. Now, y'all making a big deal about the chain because it says blue on it. That's not his chain, that's hers. She paid for it. And so what if she still wants to wear it? How many of y'all got over y'all baby daddy just like that? Let's not sit here and act like a lot of us have not been dealing with men that have made us make foolish decisions, that made us look foolish, and continue to keep making those foolish mistakes that made us look foolish. How many of us just did not let go easy when we should have? Maybe our family was telling us and no, we couldn't because we felt like we was still in love. We wanted to be with him. We was hoping that he would change this, that, yada, yada, yada. You guys all know how the game goes. You can't expect this girl to just get over this man overnight. But to down her and say she's stupid, she dumb. Who was telling you you was stupid and dumb if you still chose to be with a man that wasn't treating you like he should be treating you? You have to give that person that time. Only that person knows when they are tired. But it is not nobody else's place to judge them and say they're stupid. Oh, I'm cutting them off. I'm done messing with them because she's stupid. I have seen that so much. I have dealt with people that will tell me, oh, you stupid, you this, you that. And they will be going through the same exact thing and still taking their man back. But it's always that but. There's always a more logical reason for them than it is for the other person. That's retarded. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. A fool is a fool, period. But it's not nobody's place to judge anyone. And I really wish y'all would stop doing this to this girl because she's young. She's 23 years old. She just had a baby. Then when she responds and says something, y'all want to drag her for that. But how much do y'all think a person can take? Literally, how much do y'all think a person can take? Natalie been fake towards Chrisean. She has always been fake towards Chrisean. And Chrisean has always been boisterous about it. And that's why Chrisean didn't hesitate to slap the shit out of Natalie last season. That's why Natalie wanted to get in that ass this season. Because she knows Natalie is on bullshit. But Natalie wants to flip the script and feel like and make it seem like Chrisean is the one. No. First of all, y'all keep wanting to run with this narrative that she didn't want her sister on baddies. If Chrisean didn't want her sister on baddies, we seen the auditions. I watched the auditions. When Tasiki first came out, she distinctly told Natalie, no, just leave it alone, don't. Natalie jumped up. No, you're not getting a ticket. You're not going to be on the show. You tried to fight your sister. She was telling her to leave it alone. So they had their words. They got the yelling and screaming. Chrisean snuck and still gave one of her people from her team a ticket to give to Tasiki. So if she didn't want her on the show, I don't think she would have went out of her way to make sure she still got a ticket. Because at that point, she was out. They took her out of the audition room. So she didn't have to go out of her way to give her a ticket. So this narrative that y'all running with that Natalie put out there is wrong. If y'all pay attention, like I said, I have been watching her since she was on the Ultimate Tag to when she got on the Blue Girls Club to South Central Baddies. When Tasiki came out, Natalie didn't want to give Tasiki a ticket. But when Scarface, better known as E.T., came up and she found out that she was Chrisean's op, she gave her a ticket. Make that make sense. You hooped and hollered about her sister. Oh, she can't be on the show. No, you tried to fight your own sister, but then you'll give her somebody that you know from another show that they was on that jumped her with some other females. You'll give her a ticket. Because Natalie probably already knew that E.T. was auditioning. This is what y'all need to sit back and pay attention and pay closely attention. She probably already knew that E.T. was auditioning. E.T. auditioned the last season. She knew already that was Chrisean's op. So, I'm going to bring her op on. But if I bring her op on, I can't have her sister on because then she has backup. You don't think Natalie was still pissed off about her smacking her ass on that bus? She was hella pissed. But she was scared to step to Chrisean, so she beat on her best friend. That was a weak move. That tells you how weak Natalie is, but weak people do slick shit. And when I saw this season, I already knew that Natalie was stacking the odds against Chrisean. She brought E.T. on as a replacement. She had Cuzzo in the lineup as a replacement. And a lot of you probably aren't aware of this, but Anna Mac is friends with Cuzzo. She brought her on the show, who was the one dropping the location. So when they pulled up and was egging her and doing this and that, that's how Cuzzo knew where to be. You bet you guys didn't know that, or did you even pay attention? Bring her ops on so she could be defeated. We already know Rolly not gonna have her back, even though she's fake. And anyways, once she found out E.T. was getting on the show, all of a sudden Rolly and E.T. is so close now. So we already know Rolly wasn't gonna have her back. If her sister hadn't have made it to the show, she wasn't going to have her sister. Stunner Girl thought she was better than everybody, so even if she had stayed on the show, she wasn't going to have her back. But it didn't work that way. Her sister got on the show. So now what do we have to do? We have to flip the script and get Tasiki against her own sister. Once they fell out, Natalie was ready to have a field day. They into it. Let me slither my way in here. Throw some sugar on it. Keep Tasiki feeling some type of way. But Chrisean left the show. But then Natalie hits her up on Instagram. You want her to come to the reunion. There's a few girls that have some things they want to talk to you about. Oh, really? We already know right off the back one of them is ET. We already know. I'm smart enough to know that ace in the pocket has been there. Because you feel like she defeated her on South Central Baddies. But she didn't defeat her because she didn't fight her one-on-one. I'm quite sure since Rolly and ET is so tight now, and supposedly I've been hearing that they've jumped somebody else, so we already know that's a duo. I don't know who the other person was, maybe Scotty, but Scotty can't fight, so Chrisean could take her any day. She could take all of them, honestly, if they let her fight them one-on-one, but I guarantee you it's not going to go like that. So if she does go to the reunion, I hope she takes her sisters, the two that was on the stage with her when she performed. I hope she take them with her, and I hope Zeus be fair about it, because if y'all know that they got a plan for this girl and y'all don't let her sisters be there so that when they get to jumping her, they can come up there and they can jump in and they can whoop some ass, y'all bogus as hell. And I ain't even talking about Natalie. I'm talking about Lemmy, because we already know Natalie on dirt. We already know this. I can't stand Natalie, and I've been wanting Chrisean to whoop that ass. I was glad when she slapped her, but I still wanted her to do a little bit more. She's jealous of Chrisean. She's always been jealous of Chrisean. But she had no choice but to deal with her, because Lemmy's wasn't going to let her go. I don't know what he's feeling or what he's thinking now, but he wasn't going to let her go. Now, I wanted to get into... Kelly went live. She was really upset because she's tired of her mom going online and just really just talking shit about her. And I don't blame her. I don't know how I would feel if my mom, if she was still alive, would be going on social media telling my personal business and downing me and just talking shit to random people. Millions of viewers you are talking to and just putting my business out there and degrading me. When my mom got a Facebook, I'm like, why? And she would be trying to ask me how you do this. Why are you on Facebook? No, you don't need a Facebook. But she was not on there going on there. This lady is too old for the stuff she does. She is too old for the stuff she does. And the way she played that little game about Chrisean coming out about what Tasiki did to her when she was a little girl, the way she played that, it was like she was subliminally being funny. I'll say that. Because for you, everybody's had kissing cousins. And you sound disgusting sitting on there saying how you was humping on all your little boy cousins. You a thought. You was a thought then and you a thought now. That's nasty. There's nothing cute about it. But that's the very reason why these things continue to go on in families. Because nobody takes the time out to say, why is this little girl 7 years old or 10 years old humping on other kids? Humping on the brothers and the sisters or the other family members. Because one thing for sure, kids that do things like that at that young of an age, it was introduced to them in some type of form or fashion. May it be through parents being neglectful and not watching their kids and knowing what they watching on TV, or if they are around other people and just seeing and picking up shit, or somebody has done it to them. But y'all wanna, they were kids, they was playing house. But if she feels that hurt about it, you can't just sum it up to they was playing house, because she obviously felt violated and didn't like it. So something should have been done about it. Don't get me wrong. As I just said, kids don't know about things like that at that young of an age unless it's introduced to them in some type of fashion. So, although Tasiki was wrong, she's also a victim. But that y'all not trying to look at that picture. Y'all just, oh, Chrisean just mad because her sister has more talent. Her sister is on now. She wants to bring her. No. They're trying to bring her down. The main culprit is Natalie. And now that she's seen the feud through the family, she's playing on it. I hope it backfires on her, though. I really do. But I don't want Chrisean to go to the reunion because I know that they have something in store for her. Now, back to Kelly. She's tired of her mom. And in her life, like she said, I'm the only one who rides for you. I'm the only one that'll pull up and have your back. And she's not lying. And then her mom turns around and does her like that. That's fucked up. She's always degrading her. She's calling her fat. Telling her she needs to shower. Why would you say something like that to your daughter on live TV? Why would you say something like that to her? It's all about her. She's telling you she's going to school. She got a child that she has to take care of before she could just jump and run and do what you want her to do at the time that you want it done. And when it can't get done, or when she don't show up the way you feel she should show up, you want to degrade her instead of being understanding. She too damn. Karlissa is childish as hell to be an older woman. And she constantly has something negative to say about Chrisean. And there's nothing but jealousy. I guarantee you. Karlissa want fame so bad, it ain't even funny. And she's so mad because she hates the fact that Chrisean got on. I'm not going to say Blueface put her on because I'm not giving him that credit. Because like that girl said on Crazy in Love, she was destined for this. And I agree with her. I feel like with or without Blueface, Chrisean was going to be somebody regardless. So I'm not giving him that credit. But I know one thing, Karlissa hates it. She hates it. She hated the fact of hearing that her son said he loved her. Because that's not what she wanted. But Karlissa needs to stay in a mother's place. It's not a mother's place to choose who they feel their son should be with. You messy. The only thing you're supposed to do is give your kids advice and hope they make good decisions. But when you insert yourself in their relationships and just insert yourself in their lives like that, you have to give them their own space, their own breathing space, and let them make their own decisions and let them make their own fuck ups. You trying to control the whole scenario. You give me side chick vibes is what you give me. You're very jealous and envy. And you just too old for that shit. Your kids is tired of you going online. You sitting up here telling all these viewers about your son and his other baby mom and how he took her virginity and you had to watch the bloody sheets. Like, who does that? That's embarrassing. Did you ever stop to think that that's embarrassing? Did you ever stop to think that if he saw that, how he, or if Jaden saw that, how she felt? No, you just so worried about letting shit fly out your mouth because you want views, you want attention, you want clout. But you making a complete ass out of yourself. And you're ruining your relationship with your kids. You don't realize it, and I don't even think you care. Before I go though, you guys, I want to shout out a couple of YouTube pages. I need you guys to go and follow Z Banga 2.0. They be having some great discussions over there. Chrisean's sister China, she comes on the platform. She also has her own platform. It's under Unique Dorsey. I need you guys to go and subscribe and follow her platform as well. She has discussions with women and men who have gone through who have gone through being essayed. She lets them come up and share their story. She's very compassionate. She gives good advice. She shows them, support. It's a great show. I've been over there moderating on Z Banger's page when they do the shows over there. I watch her pages, her shows when she goes live. We in the last 2 days, yesterday we did like 8-hour show. I think I went over to somebody else's show and came back and it was still going. They did a show today and I was over there moderating and listening, and listening to a lot of different people come up and share their stories on things that have happened to them, and China was very supportive. So you guys go over there, subscribe to Z Bangers, subscribe to Unique Dorsey. Come in, check out some of the shows. Don't come over there on that BS, because I will boot you out. Like I said, I'm a moderator, so if you're not going to come and be supportive, if you're going to come with that negative energy, out the door you go. Also, I have another YouTube page I would like to shout out. That is it's ASE Hennessy. She's on YouTube. She also has some great shows. I love her shows. I've been catching them in the morning. I've been catching them sometimes in mid-afternoon and stuff like that. She has some great discussions. She's very fair about her content. She's not judgmental. She keeps it fair. She gives her honest opinion. She allows other people to give their honest opinion. She just wants people to be respectful. And I love the show. It's not too often that I have gone and, just really like engaged with other people's shows, because a lot of times when I watch a lot of the other YouTubers, I'll watch them but I don't comment, and when it gets too judgmental for me, I click off. So I've subscribed to her page, I've subscribed to Unique's page, and I've subscribed to Z Banger's page, and I actually engage with their shows because I like the way they run their shows. It's fair, it's equal. You can share your honest opinion. People don't, people can agree to disagree respectfully, and that's what I've always liked. That's what I have on my show. People can come in, like when I would have my shows and I would have my co-hosts or just even have guests. Share your honest opinion. You don't have to agree with everybody, but if you disagree, you disagree respectfully. There's no shouting, there's no, none of that. It's all respectful, and that's what I like. But so you guys, so I want you guys to go and subscribe to those pages. Also, I will be catching the baddies on Sunday, so I will be dropping some commentary on that. What else? I gotta Google and see when Basketball Wives is starting up and the Real Housewives of Potomac, because you guys, I will be doing my reviews on that. Those are my shows. I love it. I will be doing Basketball Wives of Orlando too, so I'm gonna be doing those now. Originally, I said that I was going to be doing reviews on The Mint, but I don't really know how I feel about The Mint. It's like 4 episodes in and it's a little confusing for me. First of all, Jessica Dime said the show was supposed to be about getting strippers out of the strip club. But what's confusing is, okay, if you want to get them out of the strip club, it's like you keep pushing them into the life of the strip club, because it's like you have all of your challenges. Number 1 is about the strip club. That's number 1. Number 2, when they do things that you don't approve of it concerning stripping, you snap on them. Like, it's just weird. There's no, like, okay, if you want to get them out the strip club, why are we not saying, okay, so if you had a chance to get out the strip club, what would you see yourself doing? You know what I'm saying? And then you create challenges off of what, just say somebody said, oh, I would like to own a boutique, or I would like to be a lash tech, or I would like to be a masseuse. We don't see none of that. We don't see you doing like mock interviews or you know what I'm saying? We don't see you doing anything where they can learn grant writing or learn how to start a business. We don't see none of that. We see you still keeping them in the strip club. Then the last episode, and I am going to watch it just because I want to see how she handles those girls that jump to Naki. I think that's how you Tiniki. This girl was asleep. They came into her room and jumped her while she was asleep. And then it was just crazy because the girl really wasn't fighting back. Even once she was woke enough to know what was going on, Tiniki can't fight. I'm going to just be honest. But the whole point is, why are y'all still trying to fight her? So I want to see how Jessica Dime handles that. Did she send them girls home? You know what I'm saying? Like, if she didn't send them home, what is going to be the punishment? Because you sent Black home because Black's mouth was too big. She was a little irritating. She was getting on my nerves. She was too argumentative. But you sent her home. What they did, though, to me was way worse than... Black just had a mouth. She just didn't know when to shut up. So they went and jumped this girl who was asleep. In bed, sleep. They didn't even wake her up and say, get up and fight. They went in and just started bopping her while she was asleep. So I want to just see what the after effect of that is going to be. But, so yeah. I will be back. I will probably drop that either late Sunday evening or sometime on Monday. But thank you guys for listening. You guys have a good night. See you soon.